Thank you for all of you coming out to today's event to support our sisters, our mothers, our grandmothers, our aunts, our cousins, our loved ones inside of York CI. I know that we have people who had direct experience on the inside and those families that are here who are ready to give testimony about the impact that it's had on their family. So I'd like to welcome you all here. I thank you for not letting the rain stop this powerful event. And so we will hear throughout the next hour some stories from the women on the inside sharing their experience, as well as folks who feel comfortable here jumping on the mic and sharing your experience.
Hello, everybody. My name is Amber Diaz. I'm the sister of Desiree Diaz. She had passed away June 5th, 2018. She was inside less than 15 hours. So it wasn't even a full day. She had 3 medical watches on her. I can't even read it. She was on 3 medical watches at the time. One of them was from the judge. One of them was from her lawyer. I'm not sure what the other one was. She didn't make it into medical. There was a situation, they got on record that she had a problem. She complained to them that she wasn't feeling good. By 6 o'clock in the morning, they found her dead. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, after you die, it takes a couple hours before, certain things to set in. So when they found her, she was in rigor mortis, which means she was dead for at least 4 to 6 hours. They're supposed to check on you every 15 to 20 minutes, especially if you're in the medical. So not only are they not doing their job, they're just outright being blatantly careless. I don't know how her sons feel, but even just as her sister, knowing that she went in there, she got arrested on a Sunday, goes to court on Monday, and she's dead on a Tuesday. We don't even know why. We don't know what happened. We don't know how she died. We got her toxicology back. Don't make sense. Got her, I can't even think of the word, regular autopsy. Didn't make sense. No videotapes. There's supposed to be videos everywhere.
We got hearsay.
Yeah, we get hearsay. So we have no justice. We have nothing. There's no paperwork on it. There's nothing we could do for her at this point. So I know we're definitely here for whatever we can do for any woman who's inside who's still alive. We're standing in solidarity with every woman here, everybody's family, kids. And we're not stopping until there is change.
We're standing in solidarity here, right? Yes. We are standing for our sisters, right?
Yes!
They deserve the humanity, right?
Yes!
Hi, my name is Crystal Liss. I am a 30-year-old female who is currently incarcerated at York Correctional Institute, the only female correctional facility in Connecticut. I've been here a long, torturous 3 years, and I feel I am lucky to be alive. As long as I can remember, I've suffered from depression. However, I was told by DOC that I suffer from numerous mental health issues. So then I was loaded on medications to the point I could barely function. York's mental health unit and step-down programs for mental health are a disgrace. The mental health and medical staff here are very uncaring and to the bare minimum, if anything at all. Most staff mock, mimic, and make fun of us. In 2017, I suffered a medical issue while being housed in the mental health unit. To be told I was overreacting, nothing was wrong with me, and I was attention seeking. They would ignore me when I cried for help, even once leaving me covered in throw up, refusing me a shower. I begged for help. I didn't know what else to do. But instead of being given help, I was laughed at and told to stop faking. The emotional and physical pain was so unbearable, I attempted to harm myself because I didn't want to live if I had to in constant pain. A month later, my blood was taken to try to appease me to shut me up. Well, my liver levels should have been around 37. They were 1,000. I had to have surgery to get my gallbladder removed. That was one of the first of the many horrible things I've experienced here. In 2018, a marshal bribed me with stuff to be intimate with him. Toward the end of 2018, it turned bad, and I ended up sexually assaulted. Currently, police are investigating if I intend to press charges. I suffer from severe night terrors, and I'm on medication to help. However, it barely works, and I fear to sleep. I've asked DOC, including the warden, Ms. Sexton, for counseling and separate shower time from other inmates, but both were denied with no explanation or remorseful words. When I first spoke to a social worker about what I experienced, I explained I was scared to come forward for fear of retaliation. And that is exactly what I'm experiencing now. They even attempted to set me up, and put an inmate that assaulted me 7 months ago, who just got out of chronic segregation across the hall from me. Is that fair for me to live in fear?
I just got out May 18th. I got locked up February 14th. They definitely do treat you like crap. I ended up getting hurt for, going up and down the beds that they have in there. And I ripped something in my arm. I didn't know what the pain was or whatever, but I went to medical and told them I had an issue with my arm. They kept blowing it off. I was in excruciating pain. They wouldn't give me nothing for pain. There was times I cried myself to sleep because I was in so much pain. 6 months later, they finally drew blood for me or whatever. I ended up finding out that I have Lyme disease, that I had no clue. And 3 months after that, they did x-rays. They couldn't find nothing in my arm, and then they did an MRI, and they found out that I had a torn rotator or whatever. They said surgery, they couldn't do surgery there, so I had to go through physical therapy. The physical therapy that they give, you do that on your own in your cell. They don't give you nothing for the physical therapy or whatever. I had to make something to do my own physical therapy. They don't care.
And we are standing here to stand with you in solidarity for everything that's going on in there that you're unable to say yourself, to every situation that's been silenced, to every situation where they've made the women feel like they were crazy or something was wrong with them. No more silence. From this day forward, we will be putting their voices on tapes, on videos, on Facebook, anywhere that we need to put their voices to be heard, because the masses are not listening. So I think if we say it enough, they'll listen. So
I have ADHD, PTSD, bipolar, and depression, and I'm being warehoused and devoided of services. I'm treated like a nuisance by COs for being disabled and always needing help. I have high blood pressure, chronic asthma, sleep apnea, and I'm always out of breath. I'm getting so big, I'm starting to have constant chest pain. I really need someone to help me. Please, I have 3 small children that I want to make it home to alive. At home, I'm legally disabled. I really need an attorney to see how I can be helped. If there's anyone who will be willing to really help me as far as obtaining some type of a lawsuit, something, please contact me. I feel like it's a racial thing because I'm black, because all the white and Spanish women get help, but I've been sitting like a duck for a whole year. Please help me, somebody. Until then, I'll be praying and hoping for a miracle. My name is Jamira Myers, Jamira, last name Myers, inmate number 278506. I'm at your correctional institution. Thank you.
These COs who abuse, demean, and harm our sisters still have this perceived moral high ground while causing harm to our communities. Our sisters who are demonized, depreciated by DOC and the DOJ, they wish for a life of peace that was never afforded to them. Some of us come from very traumatic backgrounds. And with the exception of a few, these COs do drugs, coke, heroin, crack. They solicit prostitutes. Yes, they bully. And like, who's gonna protect our sisters from these criminals who are given authority? There is a ripple effect from the abuse sustained in DOC. Our traumatized sisters will be released to the community, possibly with a diminished sense of compassion and trust. For my sisters who are in there, stay strong. I know that, these CEOs think we're hardened criminals and they get so desensitized and feel like we shouldn't have feelings and we shouldn't be affected by how they treat us or how they speak to us. There was another CO that walked on a tier, and a woman was asking him for help, and he said, "Why don't you hang yourself with your dirty skivvies?" He said, "Tie your dirty skivvies around your neck." And we are people. We do have feelings. We are affected by how people treat us, and we have value and worth, and we're worthy of so much better. Just stay strong, keep your head up, and don't lose the love in your heart. That's all.
And your correctional institution is doing a real good job on silencing the women from coming up and speaking about what they're experiencing. They're doing a real good job at it. You know, and I feel like this event is real important because we need to send a message in here to these women that they have a support out here. They have people out here that's standing with them, women that experience what they experience, and they're not going for it no more.
Is what they doing there to these mothers, sisters, grandmothers, aunts, daughters, cousins, women, period, is just inhumane. It's just inhumane. And I thank everyone who took the time to come out today to not only hear the testimonies, to be a part of this, but to spread it. Spread it. Let everybody know what they're doing in there. Because they'll cut your phone calls so you can't tell anyone. They'll intercept your mail so that you can't tell anyone. And you have to tell a CO when you want to tell on a CO the same way you got to get permission to sue the state. So it's like you're silenced on every angle. So I thank everyone out here for being a voice. And to all of our sisters who died while in custody, we haven't forgotten them. Desiree, say her name.
Desiree!
Louisa, say her name.
Louisa!
Lucky, say her name.
Lucky!
Michelle, say her name.
Michelle!
I can't even go down the list. There's so many women who died in custody. To their families, we love y'all. Forgive my French for saying this, but every angle of it is fucked up, and we won't stand for it anymore.
That's right. All right.
Justice for Desiree! Justice for Tiana!
Justice for Tiana!
Justice for Crystal!
Justice for Crystal!
Justice for Crystal!
Justice for Crystal!
Justice for Tiana!
Justice for Tiana!
Justice for Desiree!
Justice for Desiree!
Justice for our sisters!
Justice for our sisters!
Justice for our mothers!
Justice for our mothers!
Justice for our aunts!
Justice for our aunts!
Justice for our grandmothers!
Justice for our grandmothers!
Justice for our people!
Justice for our people!
Safety for our people!
Safety for our people!
Justice for our people!
Justice for our people!
Thank y'all.